I'm the angel of justice, and I'm here to shut up crime. I'm also known as Mint Salad, and I saw Super. It is directed by James Gunn, and it stars Rainn Wilson and the actor formerly known as Ellen Page. I'm gonna take this off. Whew! Crazy. Oh man, this movie, what a trip. I gotta go further more into this detail. The movie starts with Rainn Wilson as Frank. What a great name. And he's just like a burger cook. He's cooking all these burgers. And his coworker is lazy. But also, very important to know that Frank's happiest memories, he has two happy memories. First, it was getting married to his wife. Second, it was stopping, well, not even stopping. He saw an armed burglar and he was like, police, they went over there. And he was very happy about it. So you get to see where his aspirations lie. And then the movie starts with this really tragic thing that happened. His wife has left him. And where has he gone? Or where has she gone, rather? She has left for this drug dealer guy. And also, Frank makes really good eggs, according to the drug dealer guy. Frank's a little bit weak. He's clearly accepting giving food to people who are clearly banging his wife. And it's like, oh boy, however shall he deal with this one? Well, he's having this really schizo break because he's so distraught over losing his wife. He's like so focused on it. Don't do drugs! Drugs are bad! Ugh! Like, he really hates drugs. He's like super moral about just taking drugs, to the point where he's alone in this hotel room and he's starting to cry. And it's so sad. Cry, cry, cry. But then there's just a bunch of tentacles that come up. And I like the tentacles because earlier in the scene you get to see him watching some tentacle hentai. And he's just watching it casually. He's just sitting there just watching it. Ooh, 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 that's the hentai. And so he's now being cuddled up and chained in tentacles. And those tentacles are cutting his skull open and opening his brain. And I was watching this sequence. I was like, man, I'm very squeamish. I can't look away though. I don't want to look away. It's like, what is going on? And then the tentacles, they open up the skull and there's the brain. And my reaction was like, that's the brain, that it is. Wow. Geez, what's gonna happen? Then you got this glowing hand just touches his brain. And I'm like, that's not sanitary. But it's not real, because once he's out of this schizo mind melt of a fantasy or a vision, he thinks he got a vision from God to all this crime stuff, superhero stuff rather. He goes to this comic book store. Not this comic book store. He meets this 22-year-old employee who's just trying to help him. Like, oh, do you want to go look at the Avengers, the Thor, some other franchise? And he's like, I got this. I have an idea for my superhero costume. And he's just has this brilliant idea. He's the Crimson Bolt, rather. And one of his first acts of duty is he's in line and he's waiting for this movie or something. He's waiting for something, and then the guy cuts. Turns out it's a guy that we're very familiar with, and it's pretty great. He's like, don't cut in line. And then he goes back to his car, changes into the costume, then brings out this Allen wrench, brings out this wrench, and just like smack him in the middle of the forehead. I'm like, what? You're just gonna resort to violence because of that? What is wrong with you? What is going on? And then he just runs after he just starts bleeding on the floor. Everyone's freaking out. Everyone's like, what just happened here? And then he just yeets off in the run, and he runs off. And that's honestly great. I honestly love it. He's also just on a mission to save his wife, because he feels that his wife is just being kidnapped. And to a degree, she's kind of like just under the influence of drugs, so everyone can have their way with her, which isn't cool. But also, he's now on this guy's property, and I'm like at this point like, oh boy, you're going to go to a gate and climb it. And you think these people don't have guns? What were you expecting to happen? And oh man. So he goes to the place. He's like, I'm gonna look through this window. Just check out what's going on. He sees some either money or drugs. Couldn't tell what it was. It was definitely wrapped, so it must have been drugs. But he's just looking. And he sees his wife. He's like, there's my wife. I gotta save her. And got a whole drug deal going on. I personally would have been like, hey, chill, wait until you're not like making a scene or whatever. He sees the guy that he served eggs to kissing the wife. And I'm like, oh no, this is the final straw? He's kissing his wife, and he's like, you'll face the wrath of the Crimson Bolt. Throws the wrench, or hits the window with it, cracking it. And the guys are like, pow pow, we have guns, pow pow, bang bang, haha, got him. And then he's like running away because he didn't plan any of this. He didn't plan any of it out, like at all. What ridiculousness is this? And they're shooting at him. He gets shot in the leg while trying to crawl over the fence, which is, by the way, not a good idea. I wouldn't break it at places with fences specifically for this reason. I wouldn't want to get hit in the leg, not because it's illegal or anything. So he drives off, which is good. But he drives off to this little place, the comic employee's place. She invited him to this party, and he goes to this party and in this crimson outfit, but he's wearing like a bag, so everyone's like, what is this guy doing here? Is he like a sugar daddy? I just love it. He goes to the room, shows off his leg. She's like, oh my god, you're the Crimson Bolt. That's so cool. I want to be your sidekick. And like, she kicks everyone out. Everyone accuses her of him being the sugar daddy. And I'm like, oh, honey, please. I don't think he can afford her at all. But anyway, she's like, oh, I want to be your sidekick. So she has this custom suit already made for this special occasion, right? And she's like, oh yeah, let's do it, kapow, kapow, kapow. In her suit, she's like trying to seduce him, like, yeah, come here. But she's like doing it weird, like, ugh. Like that, like this is somehow supposed to be sexy and seductress. Oh boy. He says no, because he's married, which he has good morals, but the wife that he's dedicated to does not have good morals, so I honestly would have just been like, whatever, I guess. But I get it. You gotta have some strong morals. So, now they're here to fight crime together. what is Bolty's, that's her name by the way, what is Bolty's first course of action? Hey, we should go after this guy who keyed one of my friend's car. So they go to his house, and she's just like, bam, hits him with like glass, kicks him, punches him, and then, final moment, she grabs this metal thing that could definitely kill him. He's about to hit him. The Crimson Bolt stops her, and her response is like, I didn't know we weren't supposed to kill him. And I'm like, wow, you are unhinged. You are more unhinged than he is. You are a psychopath. What is wrong with you? What is going on within your little brain of yours? And oh man, she's just like, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again. It was just this one mistake. Ooh, please let me be here still. But like, he needs her still because Frank's trying to get away from these guys. I also forgot to mention, there's the FBI guy that came over to his house, and he was hiding the crimson suit, but the closet that the crimson suit was in is closed. But he keeps looking at the closet like obsessively focused. And of course the FBI is going to notice because you're looking at the closet, what's in the closet. But if you didn't look at the closet, you wouldn't know that there's something in the closet to begin with. So he's looking at the closet. The guy's like, oh, what's in the closet? He's like, I have a dog. He bites dog lovers. And of course, leaves the FBI suspicious. So, I mentioned this because the second time the FBI guy comes around, you got the guys the drug guys, killing the FBI guy. It's like they're in big old trouble because they killed the wrong person. I mean, come on, man, how could you mistake him for Frank? They don't not even the same height. Come on. Y'all are slacking. Y'all just wanted to kill someone. But anyway, now we get to see they're back at the crib again. They're cribbing it up. You know, he's making bombs. He's making a bomb. And he's making like these explosives, making just some really cool things to have whenever you're in a fight. He's making that. And what's even cooler, she's like, okay, cool. But what's not cool, she walks in after he's trying to go to sleep, and she's like, please, please touch me. Please. Just like that. It sounds exactly like that. And then she forces himself onto her. And my reaction watching this was like, she's gonna straight up rape him? But what is psychopath? What is going on? This is a trip of a movie, and I'm just like, what? James Gunn? What? The writers of this movie? Okay. After that, he vomits, then he sees his wife in the vomit, and I'm like, okay, delusional man, you just want to go see the wife. And of course, Frank takes Bolty with him to go confront the guys about the wife. And he's prepared all right. He's got these bulletproof vests, and she's got these Wolverine claws. They're staking out, and she's just going all in, attacking people ferociously. And she's like, yeah! Oh man, I also forgot to mention this best scene where she is like, also like, yeah, come on. When they're at the gas station and he's being attacked, she's driving the car, and she drives the car into one of the guy's legs. She just straight up broke the guy's legs. She's like, ha ha, you can't walk no more. Ha ha, sucks for you. Amazing. So yeah, this guy, so she kills like these guys. She's She is brutal. Like, wow. I don't like how brutal she is, but I do like her as a character. I mean, if she was a real life person, I wouldn't want to be near her at all, because it seems like she's a psychopath. That's the best thing I can talk about her about, you know? But now you get, he's in the field with her. They both get shot down. He gets shot in the chest. She gets shot in the left eye. And it's like, just explosion. There's like a big gaping hole in her head. I'm like, what? Okay, wow. Wow, okay. That's wow. And so, he's like, yeah! Rah! While he's running, just stab, punch, kick, punch, stab, punch, kick. That stuff, you know, it's all fun, hunky-dory. He's just he's just eliminating everybody because they stole his wife. And he successfully gets the wife after just killing everybody. He just murders everyone, and he gets no consequences for it whatsoever. And he walks out with the wife in his arms, bridesmaid style, whatever it is. And oh man, just nothing at all. No consequences. The consequences that they go. She's dealing with her trauma while he's there for like a couple of months, and then she leaves again. But she's off of drugs, which is good, and she has 3 kids with a guy, some random guy, which is also good. But he's just alone and sad and still pretty schizo. So, and yeah, that's how the movie ends. Wow, that movie was a trip from start to finish. The visuals are awesome. I like the hand-drawn visuals. I like the intro part where they're all dancing and it's entirely animated. I'm like, yeah, I can dance to this. And also the final scene, when everyone's getting shot, they get their own little drawing. It says, wham, plow, bam, stuff like that, onomatopoeia stuff. And it looks great. I love this movie. It's such a trip that I'm just like, wow. Rainn Wilson, also an excellent actor, and wow. I can only say wow. It's almost like, wow, I can't believe it. This movie exists. And I gotta give this movie a solid 7.5 out of 10. And if you liked that content, I got some AS Daily Vlogs, extended mint salad saws up on our Patreon at patreon.com/ASEpresents. And for $20 a month, you get 1 request per 1 month. But if you donate more, you get more requests during that 1 month. So check out patreon.com/ASEpresents. Also, I'll get to the reviews. That's like a higher priority list than just regular comment reviews. So go check out patreon.com/ASEpresents. Till next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see y'all later, my salad croutons bacon bits.